really, it really breaks my heart, man, to even talk about, news reports, man, where our peoples is losing their lives in this violence within our own community. But it got to be talked about. Uh, I just was reporting on little brother Cohen Wiley, 1 year old, who was shot, by the police down in, what is it, Senatobia or something like that, Mississippi. This is in Jackson. This is Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, this is Jackson, Mississippi, where two sisters and the son nephew was unalived in Jackson, Mississippi. Man, shot them all. Shot them all. Even the little fella shot him too. I say, wow, this shit right here, man. And you know what? Niggas is really running from, the reality of our status in this country. Real men, real men, black men, you know, we think we gonna talk all this shit out. You cannot talk this shit out. You can't talk this shit out with these niggas, man. You cannot talk. Too many of our peoples is too far gone, to, have any conversation with them about such activities where they don't give a goddamn. It's too many niggas that don't give a goddamn about life, especially black life. They got a hate for themselves. They got a hate for their own people. They don't have, they disregard, the children. They disregard the elderly. I couldn't believe this. I say, man, I felt the need because I had talked about little Cohen Wiley, but I don't want to keep talking about niggas, killing our sisters, killing the babies. But y'all don't care. I mean, y'all don't step to nobody else when it's needed. And this is gonna cause real brothers, man. It got to be a purge. It got to be a real purge that happened. With these niggas. It's got to be a real purge. It's no conversation. When you got cancer in the body, you must remove the cancer. You know, you got to remove it. And this is coming from years and years and years and years, of neglecting, our place in, raising our community, raising our families up. It's on us as men. We've neglected that divine and sacred responsibility. And it means even if you got to cut branches off the damn tree, you got to cut them. You got to cut them. And in reality, man, the way we looking, because we could do this to our own. We could do it to the most vulnerable of our own. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas shooting babies. Y'all niggas shooting sisters. But y'all can't take it to nobody else. Y'all niggas want to boycott. Y'all niggas want to ignore the facts. And you know what I'm saying? And this is where we at. And that's why I say it ain't really all because you got these niggas, they far gone. Ain't nothing you could do with these niggas. Ain't nothing you could do with these niggas. Nothing. I'm talking about the ones that are so, without regard, without compassion, without moral, where you gonna shoot women, babies. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all niggas want to walk around and hold, and you got a lot of motherfuckers out there that walk around, they want to hold the guns and march in front of these motherfuckers and shit. Fuck all that. We don't even need no motherfucker. We need motherfuckers that's ready to put in work and purge the community by any means necessary. Real talk. There's no other way to deal with it. See, and this is where real manhood have to accept that fact. Black manhood have to accept that fact. We can't blame it on, and that's what's wrong with us. We want to look everywhere other than the man. Nigga, you the growl, nigga. You the motherfucking force, You the power of force, that bring shit, into alignment. You can't blame it on nothing but you. Because when you in your state of authority, when you in your state of leadership, man, everybody gonna fall in alignment with you. That's just reality. You can't put it on the sisters. You can't put it on the teenagers. You can't put it on the elders. They done did what they could do, in their time. It's on you to make the move. All the niggas that could get up there and do a video and shit like that, the problem, but just doing videos ain't gonna cut it. It just ain't gonna cut it. Walking up and down the street with the heat, but don't use the heat, won't use the heat, that's not gonna cut it. You see why? That's why Malcolm X told us long time ago. He never seen no revolution that did not involve bloodshed. It ain't gonna never be one. That you start in the mind. The revolution started in the mind, but goddamn it end up in the motherfucking hands sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? It started in the mind, but that motherfucker end up in the hands sooner or later. You see, once you understand what need to be done, you have to go ahead and do it. You can't sit on your hands and let these piranhas and these fucking sharks eat on the innocent. It's not even, you can't allow that to happen. And I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That a nigga and whoever was responsible, and if y'all know these motherfuckers, and people say, and that's what's wrong with you niggas. I wouldn't give a fuck about none of you niggas. Fuck you. Okay? You niggas want to give diplomatic immunity to criminals. Niggas that's pillaging the babies, pillaging our sisters. Y'all got this motherfucking where don't snitch. And I don't even use that terminology. Any motherfucker that would allow niggas to kill children and kill women to live with diplomatic immunity, they need to get rid of your motherfucking ass. I look at society, I look how deplorable you niggas is. What moral do you have that a nigga should take into consideration? What law or rule, and looking at you niggas out here, and any nigga in their right mind would disregard anything that come out you niggas' mouth. Disregard these ignorant ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so here it is, you can have a family brutally unalive. And you mean to tell me you niggas can't step up and be real men and cleanse your community of a parasite like that? That motherfucker don't, so you just gonna let him run. And you just gonna let him just purge the community of the innocent. And you ain't gonna do shit. Niggas should start with you first. Because that's how he exists. Because of you, nigga. If you think like that, what happens? You go first. You go first. We need to get rid of you first. Because you the reason why that motherfucker exists. No other community gonna allow that. No, sir. See, Idaho, they saying right now, they saying, you know what? You come in Idaho and you touch babies or you going before a firing squad. You see, that's what real men do. You're not gonna pillage and abuse innocence. They got to be dealt with. Jackson going, and I know where Jackson is at. I've been to Jackson. I done did, and it's a primarily black city. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, has allowed itself to, drop down to, even when I was going to it, it wasn't where it's at now. It was still bad, but it ain't not, it's been probably 10 years since I've been to Jackson. And since the time I've been, it didn't went boom. It just didn't drop even below where it was. You know what I'm saying? In motherfucker, and so yeah, it's coming a time, you know what I'm saying, where motherfuckers have to accept the assignment. You have to accept the assignment. We have moved too far away from where our elders and our teachers was trying to lead us. We done went totally away from what they was trying to show us. And that's why we in the predicament we in today. And we're going to have to come back. But a nation is built on its women and its children. You look at the state of your woman and you can tell the state of the people. You look at the woman and the children. That's why in ancient Egypt, the holy Madonna and child was the most sacred symbol in the land. That lets you know, you take care of that, nigga, you got dynasties. You ain't got no dynasty. You take care of that black woman and that baby and her means to take care of her children, and nigga, you got dynasties. Nigga, your nation will last forever. When you disregard that right there, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's going to dictate everything. That's going to, the thermometer of how well the peoples is doing is right there. That holy mother and child, I set in her Heru. That's it. And so this is where we at, man. This is very terrible for, to happen. And Jackson been having a whole lot of shit happen. I've been coming up in Detroit, same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not the, but we at a turning point. We're at a motherfucking turning point. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to decide as a people in Jackson, what the fuck is we gonna do with, as far as where's we going and, what is our future? What do we intend to do? Do we intend to live down here forever in a deplorable fucking state? Or do we go back to the books? Do we go back to the teachers and say, okay, this is where we turn and made a wrong turn, back this bitch up, and back this motherfucker up, and get back to that fork in the road, and the road we should have been going down. Then you put that bitch in drive and mash on the gas and get moving, get going. You have to throw that bitch in reverse. Have to throw it in reverse, man. Sometimes you do got to go back in order to go forward. Y'all gonna have to, they should be brought to justice. You cannot kill sisters and babies, man, and get away with it. It's just not gonna, it's not something we could do. I don't give a fuck what you say. Any motherfucker out there that would tell you it's okay to kill black women and children, and I'm speaking first and foremost of our own people. That motherfucker got to go. Any law, any code, any street code that, cause nigga, where is we going with this? It's not good, family. Y'all bring justice, man, to the community down there, man. Bring justice. Bring that whoever the fuck that, bring that motherfucker to justice. For real. And send a message to motherfucker that this is throwing it in reverse. Giving diplomatic immunity to peoples to do this is totally unacceptable. Throw that motherfucker back in reverse and get back to the old school where touching women and disrespecting the babies was something that real gangsters did not do. We don't do that. We take it to the nigga we want to take it to. We did not violate women, children, and elders. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm out of here, family. Click that link down there. Get over there to Patreon. I got a lot of work for y'all. You need it. Spiritual black power nutrition. generalseti one stop down there for all the classic materials. Classic DVDs. You need the hard copy. That's what it's about today. In the world of AI and all this editing and shit, you need the hard copy. Get over there and get it. I'll see y'all in a minute. Black Pop.